In Chopper 10, flying over Sentara Williamsburg Regional Medical Center, you could tell there's a lot going on. On ground, you absolutely know the war against coronavirus is fully engaged, testing and more testing. Beth Cumby is Director of Patient Care Services.
They are in a community and had a social interaction within a group or on a one-to-one setting where somebody they know who they may have spoken to or were together with has tested positive.
James City County Williamsburg area is set to be the most active area in Hampton Roads for coronavirus, with 2 deaths already as of Tuesday. Why is that?
They have an older population. It's a mobile population. They're retired and able to travel, and I believe that travel has brought the virus into the community.
The lines were long, and screeners checked to at least see if those needing a test had a cough, shortness of breath, or fever. You have to have one of those to get a good, productive test for coronavirus. If you had that, you got in line for testing.
They are entered into our database so that we have a record of their visit and we have their contact information to be able to reach them and give them their test result. It's placed into this purple media type tube. It goes on ice, and then the lab courier is coming on a routine schedule to pick them up and take them to the lab for testing.
The Sentara workers stand outside the vehicle. The patient remains in the vehicle. The swab test given, contained, and then put in a cooler headed for the lab. Sentara Williamsburg opened up this morning at 10 o'clock. It's almost 1, and there's 1 car down there in line. We were curious, how come there aren't more cars out here? Sentara Williamsburg Regional Medical Center's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Chris Culp, says announcing they were running low on coronavirus tests Wednesday did not help.
I think the media has distributed fairly well the message that we are short as a country of the swabs and equipment to do the testing. There is some awareness of that in the community.
A second reason, which is intriguing, the mad rush to get the test has subsided.
I think the initial extreme concern in the community was sort of dealt with in the first 2 or 3 days of testing. I believe that the community will kind of have a new steady state of exposure and testing and demand for services, and I think we're seeing that start today.
A source confirms a real concern is very slow response from the labs returning results on the coronavirus test, which we have been told can take up to 6 days, maybe longer.
Please take the CDC and Department of Health guidelines seriously. For a majority of our community, the greatest risk is not that you're going to get sick or die, it's that you're potentially going to pass the disease along to somebody who is.
The Sentara employee is now giving the swab test for the coronavirus. Another person gets the test, the continuing fight against coronavirus. In York County, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.